Dr. Sawan Denchi. Then myself, the errand boy for the university, do justice to me. So this is a wiki applause, do it better. Then we have the only lady among the CMs. And the CMC is not country, mountain, circle. It's the campus management committee. She's the Yasantua of the committee. And she is in charge of academics. And I want to say she's the vice rector of the University of Kumasi campus. Mrs. Phyllis Jesua Akuya Vanessa. It will be appropriate at this moment to hand over the microphone to her as she gives us the welcome address.
And so in VVU, we are dedicated to providing the necessary resources and guidance and the need to support you in this journey as well. This boot camp is a unique one. I think it's a unique one because it is the first in a very long time. And so do not hesitate to utilize it to the best of your ability. Push your boundaries and explore new horizons and collaborate with people who will be like-minded in pushing these boundaries. And make sure that you benefit from it. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I thank God that you have this opportunity, and I encourage you to make the best out of it. Enjoy your day.
I believe you can do better. Thank you very much, Madam, for this wonderful speech. Before we go to the next session of the program, please, I would like to see your brochure. Lift your brochure like this. Good. After that, there is a QR code at the back or in the front. Please kindly take your phone and scan for me. Switch on your camera in your phone and scan that QR code at the back. But please make sure your data is on. Please. The front one, okay. Which is, okay. Yeah, so we are scanning the front one. I mean this. Please make sure your data is on so that we'll be able to take you to where we want to go. Please, are you there? Okay, in case you encounter any difficulties, Mr. Benjamin will be available to assist you. So please, if you encounter any problem or challenges, kindly see Mr. Ben. Please, if you have any problem, let's see you by your hand so that we can contact you. Okay, Ben. Please, there is a lady here having problem. Now, one day later, we'll be from there, come past later. Later, fast, 3 hours is not how we will so please, if you are having the challenge, standing at this room. Friends, please come and assist. Please, this exercise is very important and to help us to get your information, and that will help us to make our today's activity successful. So kindly participate for us. If you know you are encountering any problem or challenges, just let us know. We will come to you. Please, who else is facing any problem or challenges? Praise is around, Ben is around, we will be available to assist you. Okay. Are you all there? Okay.
Those who are on the period already, there are some details you need to provide. So you do that and you solve it. As we wait on the others who are having challenges like myself, having that.
Yeah, so make sure you fill that information that they wanted from you. That will help us to be able to take part in today's activity. Please, are you there? You still struggling? Are you still struggling? You want to start? Let's switch on your camera. Please, this time you just switch on your phone camera ahead and scan that QR code on the brochure. That's all. Take it closer. Like this. I hope. It's like as simple as using Zenda. I hope you've all used Zenda before to transfer fast salaries. But we know that there are some people who are facing challenges due to their phone camera. So you can use other alternative. Go to Google. When you go to Google, you see QR code symbol over there. Then you click on that. It will take you to QR code camera. Then you use that camera to scan. It's as simple as it is. Then go to Google. You will see a QR code. Scanner symbol over there, you click on it and the camera will come so that you can use it to scan it. Please, is this understandable? Good. Is that good for you? Right. Please, who is still facing any challenge? So we come for them. Grace. Come on, sister. You want the problem? You fell into it. Have you felt the Please, are you all there? Are you all there? Okay. Have you felt the Right. Please, and you know that you shouldn't scan the background. The background will take you to Instagram and the X. But we are today, what you are going to do today is what is in the front. So please, let me scan the front back for us. Even if you are scanning the back, you can still scan the front so that we can get your information. After scanning the information on the front that will come, we urge you to fill them so that to help us to get your information. Then, please, if you know you are finding it difficult, can you draw attention so you come and help? And then, when you can do that, do you have the brochure? You don't have the brochure. Please, I need the brochure.
Where? We don't have it.
Please, if you don't have a brochure, let us know. So please, take that to take that. Please, if you don't have brochure, let us know. Please, are we done? Okay, on this note, without wasting much time, we would like to continue the program. Mr. TK, please. All right, on this note, I will leave the microphone to Mr. TK to introduce the guest for us.
People are struggling like myself. Are we done? Who has finished with the registration? Who has finished? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 28, 29, 62, 73, and 84. So we are 100 in the room. We have 81 people finished. Those of us here, are we done? How many of us have finished? Okay, 1. All right. We want to continue and to know why we did the registration and the benefits that are to that registration we just did. But then the way we are so glued to the phone, chances are that we may have divided attention when the next speaker is supposed to speak. That's why I was calling. If you are done, you just disengage yourself with the phone and look at me. Eugene, are you done? Isabel. It is a great honor and privilege to introduce to you the next speaker who has gone beyond the ordinary to find out what happens at the other side of social media and its interaction and the benefits thereof. What's this in the podium? So by the powers vested in me as the second master of ceremony for the invocation, I command you and instruct you, and I conjure you that with the rounded tenor of applause, I will welcome Mr. Samuel Ofori. You can do better than that. Right, sir. These are students of Valley View University Commercial Campus, the nursing department. The business people are in the market. The business students, they are in the market buying things. The teachers are also in the classroom. Students who are doing education are in the classroom. So these people never went for the clinic in the hospital, so they are here. So we are welcome, sir.
Thank you very much. Good morning once again. I believe that we are all doing well. I hope we are all fine.
Yes.
That's great. So I'm also doing well myself. And it's a privilege to have an encounter with intellectuals like you. And today I want to share a new idea that I have about blockchain and then what I was doing to you. I think it's very important that we learn about it because very soon it's going to become a part of us. I'm pretty sure that even as we are sitting, some of us are accessing the internet right now, and then that is going to be the Web3 is going to be the next phase, or even the current phase of the internet, so it's very important for us to learn what Web3 is all about. Okay. So we are going to touch on 3 important topics. My senior colleague will be talking about Hive. The building block of Hive is the blockchain technology and then Web3 internet. So I'm going to introduce to you the blockchain technology and then also a brief introduction to Web3. At the end of the presentation, I'll touch on some of the opportunities in Web3 and then the blockchain technology. This is going to be our outline. I'll introduce blockchain technology to you, and then we look at some of the features. Then we move on to Web3, and then we see the differences between Web3 and then the current phase of the internet. Great. So blockchain technology is an advanced database mechanism that allows transparent information sharing within a business network. So blockchain is basically storing of information or data in a block, and then these blocks are joined together in a chain. So that's the descriptive figure of the board. So that's how it looks like. Okay. So like if you meet someone on the roadside, if you should give them the definition of a blockchain, they might not understand. So simply tell them that there's a way of storing information in a block such that these blocks are linked or connected together in a chain. Okay, that's the basic definition of blockchain. So why is this so important? Why must we learn about this? Why is this so important? Now, the traditional or the old way of storing data, the old database system, it presents a lot of challenges. I'm going to give you a practical scenario. So, say in the sales of property, see when you want to buy a house or something, the money is transferred to the seller. There is a transfer of ownership to the buyer. Okay. Now, this is a simple transaction, but then there are a lot of challenges here. One of the challenges is that the buyer could actually pay for the products, and then the seller would be like, I didn't receive the money, but then they have paid the money. And then also, the seller can make a fake transaction, which shows that they have actually paid for the product, but then they have not. So at the end of the day, realize that there are lots of challenges around the way we transact businesses nowadays. So there is a need for us to learn about blockchain, because in blockchain technology, the data or the information about the transaction is written into these blocks, and then the blocks are encrypted. So there is no way I can perform a transaction here, and then the receiver will end up saying that he didn't get the money or something like that. So it means that in a way, it's giving us a very sure way of making payment. It's not only about money, but then whatever information that is stored in the system, it is such that nobody can stand anywhere at any time to say that nothing of that transaction was recorded. There are 3 main features of the blockchain that makes it very unique. So the first feature is decentralization. So over here, what it means is that there's a transfer of control or decision making from a central entity, and then now the control has been distributed over a network. So what it means is that there is no single entity that oversees the activities of the network, but then the control or the decision making has been distributed across the network. If that's the case, it means that no one single person can just stand up and then make changes to the chain. So let's pay much attention to this. And then also the next feature is that it is immutable. It means that when we record a transaction, after the recording has been done, nobody can alter it, nobody can change anything about it. So there is no way, like I said, like I gave the scenario for the sales of a property, there is no way we record the transaction on the blockchain and then the receiver end up saying that he didn't get the money or something like that. No, there is evidence. And then another feature is that there is consensus. So before a transaction can take place, the buyer and then the seller must come to agreement to some terms and conditions. So it is only when they have agreed to the terms and conditions that's when the transaction can take place. Okay, so these are the three main features of the blockchain. I think that by the very few information I've shared about blockchain so far, you can start thinking about some of the securities that the advantages or the benefits. One of the benefits is that there needs to be an improved security because the data is recorded and stored and encrypted such that nobody can alter such information. There is an improved security here, so there is no way somebody can stand up one day and say that there was nothing recorded on this meeting or that because there is an evidence. Now there is an improved accuracy. So there is a way that we can automate these processes, the process of performing the transaction, such that one, the terms of the transaction are met, the process will just take place. So you can perform a lot of transactions in a few minutes, and because we are using computer programs to do some of these things, it eliminates any presence of error whatsoever. And then there is higher efficiency. With blockchain, the transactions are very fast. Let me give you a typical example of blockchain. The application in the cryptocurrency, I'm sure most of you have heard about Bitcoin. Now, when you want to send Bitcoin to someone, on Binance, if I send 1 million words USD of Bitcoin to someone, this transaction can be completed within 5 minutes. Imagine sending money to someone in the US. You want to send like 50,000 Ghana cedis to someone in the US. You send it to the bank. This money can stay in the bank for more than 3 days or so before the transaction can go through. But then over here, there is a higher efficiency. And then there is transparency. The one thing is that all the transactions that are recorded on the chain, they are visible. Everybody can see them. Everybody can track it. That's why I mentioned that there is no way after the transaction someone can say that they never received the payment or something like that because there is an evidence on the network. And then also the processing fee over here is very low. Like I mentioned, if you want to send money to someone in the US, like 50,000 Ghana cedis, the charges you pay on it, you can try and find out. But then I can send 50,000 USD to someone in the US through Bitcoin, and then I'll pay not more than $1. And by this, I'm talking about Binance. If I am on Binance and then the receiver is also on Binance, I can send money to the person and I want to pay like $1 on that. So we can see that, of course, there are a lot of benefits of this blockchain. So it is important for us to know. So let's see some real life cases how the blockchain technology can be applied. So in banking and finances, the blockchain technology can be applied such that they will use that to record the information of both the sender and the receiver. And like I mentioned, the transaction is recorded into the blocks. Okay, and these are encrypted. So the evidence is always there. Another thing is that because the processing time is very low, we can use this to send money to people around all parts of the world within the shortest possible time. And then also the internet that for that matter, the blockchain technology or the network that we use. So even on weekends, we can still make transactions. If you want to make transactions with the banks, imagine and then you are sending money to someone on Saturday or Sunday. You cannot do that because the banks will be closed. Okay. One live application is by the creation of currencies. Here I give a typical example of the Bitcoin. So cryptocurrencies are coins that are created on the blockchain. And that's also a typical example. Now in healthcare, we can also apply the technology there, such that we will use the blockchain technology to record the information, the medical history of the patient. this information will be encrypted in the block, such that there is no way somebody can alter this information. So even if I change my doctor or I change the hospital that I usually visit, and then I go to a new hospital, once I give them access to my information in the block, they are going to get the right details, like my right medical history, and then they are going to attend to me in that regard. We can also use it in property records. So if you are going to any ministry to register a property, you go through a lot of process. I don't know, one of them is DDLA. If you are going there to make a change of ownership of a car or even register your car, you see, it goes through a lot of process. But they have to take the document to various offices before it will be verified, and then you get that. This thing can take over a week or 2 weeks, what have you. But then, if we use the blockchain technology, we get your details, we put it in the blocks. These details are encrypted, and then that is all. We can do this process within 10 minutes, and then we are done. So imagine the stress relief that we will experience over here. Now in supply chain, people that ship goods in and out, they can use the blockchain technology to keep track of their goods and then also to record these goods. A typical example, this one I'm sure most of us will appreciate it, voting, like election. You see the number of times that we hear about this, multiple voting. Someone voted here, then he went to the next polling station to cast their vote. We can eliminate it because if you put your information in the blockchain, you have a unique key. And once you cast your vote, that's the end. There is no way you can do it again. Okay, so we can apply it here, and then we have all these election fraud and whatever. So blockchain technology has a lot of applications, so it's important to learn about them. Now, I mentioned that the blockchain technology allows the creation of cryptocurrencies. This is one beautiful aspect of Web3, and so it's important that we know about this currency. So they are known as tokens. Now, the tokens can represent real world value. So they can represent money. We have tokens that represent US dollar. We can even have some to represent our city. We have some representing real estate and assets and what have you. So it means that you can actually convert them into real money. Yes, and then once you buy some of these tokens, in a way you are owning some shares in it, and so if it appreciates in value, you are also going to earn something on that. Then we come to Web3. So we have studied the bedrock of Web3. So now what is Web3? And then why is it necessary? So Web3 is the new version of the internet that uses blockchain technology.